now.
Oh, hang on, we're going live. Oh,
Well, yeah, we're live. Don't worry. Leave it. We're live.
okay.
Don't cut it. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Football United TV. This is Gunners from All Corners with me, your host, Anthony Herbert. And now it's time for that famous intro. They got to, and I got a laugh. When that intro was on, I was looking at you, and both our heads was like this during the intro.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is a classic. That is a classic. I've got to be honest with you. It is one of the. I mean, don't get me wrong. Including yourself, your own channel. A lot of people do a good intros to your. You do
Yeah.
do a good intro to your show.
Yeah,
But
thanks, man.
yeah, but
Appreciate
I
that.
mean, this one's a bit more of a. It's got a jive, a beat to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. It got a rhythm to it.
Yes.
Something you could actually move to and just chill and enjoy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway, Tony, welcome to tonight's show. We do have a guest coming on. He did message us. He's going to be late. He's a Tottenham fan. What do we expect?
Actually, I don't think we should be expecting him. I'm sorry, because I think his computer is messed up too, so he might not be coming around. I'm sorry, Deji. Deji has lots of stuff going on now, so I'm not sure he's not gonna be around. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Right. Well, at least you're on the show, Tone. At least
sure.
we can count on Tone. Anybody, if anybody you can count on is Tony Cold.
Of course. And guys, don't forget. Yeah, I started my first debut on a show outside my own channel was with Goonies from All Corners. So that's what makes Anthony a very special person, and that makes this show a very special show to me, because this was the first show I appeared on. Outside my channel, and after that, just kept going. So Anthony, man, you're always in my mind, man. Big ups to you.
Oh, thank you, Tony. It's nice to hear that. It's nice to depend on you as well. Whenever you need someone to come on your show, just give us a shout, mate. And that's it. But before we start the show, this is who we're sponsored by, GalacticKits.com. So if anybody got that, if you type that in, they literally do every football kit from the Premier League and all around the world in different continents. I've been on the website myself. They're doing good football kits. It's authentic. It's the real thing. And the prices there are unbelievable. So it goes from the Premier League now this season and going back a few seasons as well. They even do a variety of vintage kits as well if you're into your vintage stuff. So anybody, just give it a whirl, key it in and just have a look and see. I have got a couple of items in my basket as well. I said that on the Sunday show. It is payday. I paid for a couple of shirts, and I told the missus she's got to give me the money because it's for Christmas. So that's well enough. Okay, we do have a comment in the chat. It's Football United TV. I invited Tony on first. Great person to have on the channel. Yes, that is. I did invite Tony on the first. So yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah, of course. Big ups to our guy down there. Big ups to you.
Yeah, big up Matt, and also big up Matt as well. So, Arsenal show. Our last Premier League game was the North London Derby. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2. Basically, was it a poor show? And the other thing as well, was it a penalty? Because a lot of people, mostly Tottenham fans, are debating whether it was a penalty or not. I think we got ourselves a poll up. Anybody, if you look at the poll, just click on your answer, yes or no, whether you think it was a penalty. It's been a debate all around social media. I've actually watched it myself. I've actually known people who I work with, people that I know. Some people say it was a penalty, some people wasn't. But so
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to you now. The floor is all yours. In your words, describe the game, and also, if you want to, a bit later on, we can come and talk about the penalty, whether it was the right call or not.
Yeah. Of course, see, it's a gunner affair right now. It's a gunner affair, and it's also fair that you two, you're also a gunner too. So, you also have feelings, you also have understandings, you have your own personal opinion about the game too. And
Yeah,
of course, I do know where you stand because you're part of that family that actually also do want Arsenal to win and to win trophies, but not just to win, yeah, but to win and have or create performances that are befitting for Arsenal fans to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I think we played quite well. I think we had an all-round performance. I think we're getting there. We're scoring goals. We're defending properly. Our midfielders are showing up to work. If you can just say that after some certain games, then you would say, okay, we are here or we are there. But see, yeah, you saw what happened, man. You know that wasn't an all-round performance, in it, Tony. It wasn't an all-round performance. Defensive problems here and there, in the middle of the park, Odegaard missing from the party. And see, you also have to understand that this is also happening at the backdrop after Odegaard was handed a new 5-year contract, right? I mean, what do you expect from your captain at the night? You expect him to show up, yeah, in games like that. And that was the North London Derby. He was to show up. But I'm sorry, he didn't show up to the party, right? There was always this contention and this thing at the back of our minds. BX Guna is on the show. Big ups to you, BX Guna. That guy there, very, very lovely Arsenal fan. Yeah, big ups, and he's an OG. Mama Flossie is also on the house. Big ups to you, Mama Flossie. We love you down there. And of course, William Contreras is also here too. Big ups to you too. See, Tony, yeah,
yeah,
Odegaard didn't show up to the party. That was a very, very, it's of big importance when it comes to Arsenal and the way we play, because he's the guy. Who's the guy you say, hey, create those pocket spaces for us, run through midfielders, run through defenses, give us cutting edge passes. It's Martin Odegaard. We expected him to show up, and he didn't show up at all. And it showed in that game. Our midfield was out muscled, outgunned in the middle of the park. Uh, Even if you even check the ball possession, yeah, Tottenham Hotspurs had a ball possession of about 58, about 58. So
50.
Arsenal's 42. It's not good enough in an home game, and this is not just an home game. Yeah, this is the North London Derby. Tony, you know all about this. Yeah, the people are coming to show up. They're coming for a fight. It's not something that we should be friendly about. It's not something you should exchange shirts and have a kiss or have a touch with the guys down there. They don't
Yeah,
play that way. Yeah. You're coming for something serious. You're coming for a fist fight. Yeah,
yeah,
that was the fight there. After the first 20 minutes, our performance just went downhill from
yeah,
there. Yeah, it just went downhill. And in Katia, see, me and you have had discussions about this because you're my private friend too. So we've had discussions about Eddie Nketiah. Is this guy okay to lead the line for us? Well, the answer, the proof was in the pudding. I don't think it was good enough. Yeah, I don't think it was good enough. And to keep that guy for up to about 100 minutes on the pitch, it doesn't send the right message. Of course, we had 20 good minutes at the start, put the pressure on them, press these guys, yeah, at the start of the matchup. But when they figured us out, the game became more balanced. We were giving the ball away in the middle of the park. Rice was, you know, Rice was, of course, he struggled through that game. If you
Yeah,
watch him, I think he has an underlying injury. That's just my opinion. Yeah,
yeah,
and I'm thinking that we're just, pushing him and getting him up to speed. And up to speed isn't where you want Declan Rice. You want Declan Rice to be in that optimal level, optimum fitness, so that he could be able to give us his best. And I didn't really see him, mash out the game totally. When he left the game, you could see total collapse. That Jorginho just, and that's my problem with bringing in this pensioners from Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, coming in on the day, completely lacked awareness. And you're supposed to be the experienced one in the side. You're the one that's won the Champions League. You're the one that's created and done exploits with Napoli. You've played in the Serie A. You've done lots of stuff for Italy. So why is it that when we want to count on our most experienced players, that they just fall short most of the time? And that was exactly what Jorginho did. Gave the ball away. We were actually still celebrating that Saka penalty,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then and then and then and then we just saw a goal. Yeah, the freedom we gave our son to just skip through our players. Yeah, no one marking him around. Yeah, even in the first goal. Yeah, our defensive awareness, and that's why I'm also trying to see if we could be able to scrutinize our defense mechanism, because it's not good enough when you have someone like Son who's in the 18-yard box. He's dangerous. What he brings to the table. He could make turns. He could be at the right place at the right time. So what was Ben White doing down there? What was other? It's not just Ben White, because in this kind of dangerous situation, most you can see how Bukayo Saka was doubled up on. Most of the time when he was with the ball, he could hardly penetrate. He could hardly get his game on. He just tried to force his way through. They have like two to three players, out marking this guy. But when Son is in our box, we should be having at least up to two, three players making that run, making that tackle. But where were they? They were just dancing like headless chickens. And for me, I'm not comfortable with that. Our defensive mechanism has to be more tighter, has to be more compact. And again, we had a new goalkeeper who just who would just trust into this not London derby. I don't blame him at all. Arsenal put that guy in the firing line, and I'm not just okay with the whole thing. But again, there's this excuse that we have injuries, of course, injuries to Thomas Partey, injuries to Gabriel Martinelli. This would have actually influenced the game, as far as I know, because of course Martinelli's pace down that left was sorely missed. And again, just before the game started, we were thinking that Trossard was going to come in and have his day in court in the North London Derby, but totally not available. So what's going on with our training facilities? What's going on with our training regimes, where these players just start falling like flies? Yeah, in training, not even in a competitive matchup. So if you check all these things, yeah, Arsenal was at the disadvantaged position. You can see what that draw means to Tottenham Hotspurs. They celebrated it like it was a win,
Oh
and
yeah,
rightfully so. It's a win for them if you check it, because most Arsenal fans, me included, you included, we say sports is shit. We say, oh, they will come to the Emirates. We'll beat them up, and rightfully so. They've only beaten us in that stadium only once in the league. Actually, they've beaten us at the Emirates twice, but just once in the league. So you don't expect them, or you don't expect a team that hasn't beaten you down there since 2010 to come down there and put up a show. I was even shocked at the tactics of their new manager, Ange Postecoglou, and he's shown us that his brand of football in his first season, in his first year, in the football club, he's got them playing good football. Uh, just before this matchup, I was telling sports fans, see, you can't say Ange football has taken you there yet. because I wasn't convinced with how they were playing. I wasn't convinced of the teams they played at the time. You know, they played the championship teams who just came into the Premiership. So you need to be doing more to prove to the Arsenal faithfuls that you've come down to the Emirates and give them a good show. So I
Yeah.
didn't really respect their hustle. I didn't really respect their brand of football. But you know what? After showing up to the Emirates and putting up that performance, you just have to say, Ange Postecoglou has got Tottenham Hotspurs playing one of the best brand of football in England. And I'm sorry, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry you're an Arsenal fan. But see, that's the position we're in. He's got them playing good football.
Yeah, he has, and you got to think it's life after Harry Kane, and you seen the difference of where how they play, how they attack, how they defend. I've noticed more now with Ange. He's getting them in. They're playing that inverted system, is what we're doing. You know,
Yeah,
they're both the wing backs are actually going inverted as well. But I'll tell you something else as well. That midfield, I think since
yeah,
James Maddison's came in, is absolutely that is the key to Tottenham, because I've noticed between the midfield and the attack,
yeah.
the passing around, the style, the
I'm sorry.
ability.
I'm sorry, Tony. You did not send the link to Deji Sports. I have to send it to him to comment. So yeah, you're saying something because he
Yeah,
doesn't have it.
I sent it to him on Instagram, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay,
He's not.
I've sent it to his line, so he might be
Oh,
coming
right,
in.
okay. But yeah, he's there, you know, and they're all around the place, Tottenham. I mean, I've noticed the possession and the ball, the style of play that they're,
Yeah,
you know, that they're doing around that
yeah.
18-yard box. And Madison and Son, I mean, to be honest with you, what a link up that is. You really thought like Madison getting used to the style of what Tottenham's play. He's adapted to it like that. And you know, and the game, I think the second goal, I mean, obviously Son's last goal, that mistake from Jorginho is like, well, you know, you touched on it about he's the most experienced player on the pitch, and how Madison gets the ball from him, I don't know, you know, and he's through, he passes to Son and scores. It's just, but where was our defense? There was
Where
none
was
of
the
our
defenders?
defense,
Where
none
were
of them
they?
at all.
Where were they? Bukayo Saka can't even get a decent penetration in the these days in like about 3, 4, 5 games. They just put us in the building, guys. Let's give a very, very warm welcome to our brother, man.
And hey, sorry all, so sorry. Traffic today as well. I got hit by, but a pleasure to be here. Look, I was never gonna miss an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. The two birds being Anthony and Tony Claude. These guys were shaking their bum violently last week, and now what happened to your green phone, and Tony? What happened to your pink phone, Anthony? With your team getting slapped up by Tottenham Hotspur on the weekend. You're lucky we didn't walk away with all 3 points, or it really would have been long for you this evening. Would have been long. But I know I can see from Anthony's face and from your face, Tony, that you're looking at me with the most utmost respect. And what I'm going to tell you is I received that respect. Thank you very much.
That's what I messaged you after the day after the game, and I said, "Look, it was fair play. You know, I think to be honest with you, you outclassed us on the pitch, and the possession shown that. You know, the 56%. I mean,
Told you.
we were absolutely shocking. And your last goal,
Actually, it was 58%, not
yeah,
56. They had
yeah,
Told you.
superior ball possession.
I
and
told
your
you.
last goal, what Jorginho, how Madison got that ball for Jorginho, I don't know. And then made that pass into Son, and you scored. You know, you obviously you pass it, shot it past Rhea. I thought to myself, what the bloody hell is he doing? He was the most experienced player on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
Most experienced player on the pitch. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe he'd done that.
Um, I'm with you, but also the fact is, when you look back on the weekend, I mean, I'm sure Anthony and Tony, both of you probably didn't waste time watching Match of the Day because there wasn't really much to look at in terms of the goals that you guys scored. But bloody hell, Son took some two brilliant goals, and it just would have been nice to see Arsenal just score a nice goal, to be honest, at home in front of your home
Oh my
fans. It,
God!
it, it would have been nice, you
Uh,
know.
he had
No,
to stick it
what?
in. He
Okay,
had to
hold
stick
on.
it
Let me
in.
reframe that. Let me reframe that. It would have been nice for Arsenal to score a goal without a helping hand.
You're on about the deflection, aren't you? And also the handball. That's that. I knew you did.
I mean, I mean, look, here I'm not here to banter tonight. I'm here just to give you straight up facts. What I'm saying is, I feel like there's a piece of me missing. Yeah, there's a piece of me missing. Like there's a piece of you missing. Like there's a piece of Tony missing. I just want to reflect on the game. It would have been nice for Arsenal to score a goal without a helping hand. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm. What would see, Deji, I would like to counter those statements. See, I give it to you. Yeah, I give it to you on the day. Yeah, even before even before the game when me and you had our show. Kind of like
Yeah,
a preview. I won't lie to you. I didn't attach lots of respect to Ange Postecoglou's brand of football. I'll tell you the truth because I just believe that this guy is just a guy that came from Celtic and is just down here to get sacked. So I don't respect his brand of football. At least before, that maybe before I was blind, but now I can see.
yeah,
That's it. Without that, well, what would our salvation be, right? But see, yeah, I always felt that we're going to give these guys a very, very big schooling at the end of the day. I was telling Tony, Anthony, down here that I spoke to some other Tottenham Hotspur fans, and I told them that we're going to beat them. You've not won
yeah,
on that ground. You've only beat us in that ground twice,
yeah,
once in the league. Yeah, and the last time was in 2010.
yeah,
So when you come into the Emirates, I know for sure that I'm going to pick up maximum points.
yeah.
That's the certain thing that's going to happen in not London derbies when you're on the red side. We always win.
Mm.
So, and also, I also felt that you guys were actually played championship sides that just came into the league. Teams like Burnley, Son scoring a hat trick at Tough Moor. It's not so inspiring because I don't feel that Burnley is a big team. I don't feel like they've not even gotten a win this season. That's how
Yeah.
poor that side is. So, and again, Sheffield United, come on, championship side. So, uh, Ange Postecoglou had to come into the Emirates and prove me wrong, prove something, prove that your brand of football is at par or even maybe better than Arsenal. Who knows? And you know what, Deji? For some reason, I was shell shocked on Sunday. I was really, really shell shocked. Uh, the way Ange Postecoglou approached that Arsenal game, it, it was it was shocking to me because the best way, if you ask managers, if you're a manager of Liverpool or if you're not a manager of Man City and you're going to the Emirates, the best way they would tell you, you know what, it's simple. Sit back, rattle the Arsenal faithfuls, rattle the Arsenal midfielders, just sit back, soak up all the pressure, and hit them on the counter attack because they will leave spaces. Spaces is always there to exploit, and that's what I thought Ange Postecoglou might come to do. And people told me that, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't back down. Is that kind of manager that doesn't, switch up lines. He's not a flip flop with his attacking brand of football. I
Yeah,
totally said it was a lie, but
yeah,
come the day, he didn't car. He didn't sit back and soak up pressure and wants to catch us on the break. This guy came to scrap. When I saw this guy in the first 10 minutes, yeah, with their approach to the game, with Son running like that, yeah, these guys came for a fight, and just then, in fact, I made that decision after the first 10 minutes that
yeah.
game might not be won in the first 10 minutes. I saw
Uh,
the approach, it completely put me off because when you're coming to the Emirate with that kind of attitude, that bro, that push. The first 10 minutes, yeah, Arsenal did, we dominated the game, but I was also impressed with how you guys were running about, opening up spaces, trying to go at us. And you could see the amount of times that the ball went through to Kulusevski. For me personally, I felt that Kulusevski put Zichenko uh, on a toast in a different way. It might not be that total performance might not be that total performance, but it was that outlet. It was that outlet for Tottenham Hotspur to get some breather. And he was just running at Zini the way he liked. And it was so uncomfortable, for me, and the room and the freedom that Son, had. in our 18-yard box. You guys know that Son is this guy. Yeah, he's been the man. He's been the man for Tottenham Hotspurs. So why acting as if this guy wasn't the man before? These guys are putting. See, in most of the games I've seen this
Tony, I
season,
don't know how you're
they're
doing this
doubling up
because
on Saka.
you were one
They're
of the
doubling
people
up on
shaking your
Saka.
bum
Three,
at how
four
poor he
players.
was.
But how can our defense not even double up on Son in the 18-yard box? The first goal was a shambles. Defenders, no structure. No one is marking this guy. Just complete freedom for this guy to tap that ball into the net. That too shocking, man. Too shocking. Udogi was good on the day. I was so impressed with Udogi. But they suppose I will counter you when it comes to Romero. That ball, that handball, it was a penalty. That ball was going into the back of the net. So just forget that there was a structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Romero. Yeah, that ball was going in. So was it kind of like truncating a clear goal chance? The answer is yes. Did it hit his hand in the 18-yard box? The answer is yes. It's left for you to desire if it was in a natural position or not. I don't know, because you kind of like need a kind of like a balance when you're in this position. I hear that, I understand that. But again, it was blocking a clear-cut goal chance, and it hit his hand blatantly. And again, you can still, you still have to think of if it was in a natural position or unnatural. I'm not really sure about that analogy or analysis, but for me, it was a penalty. Yeah. So yeah, I give it to you. You guys pull your weight. You guys put your weight in it. But we kept Sa. Malin Sa was quiet. I didn't really see Bissouma that much. Had a few shots here and there, but
You didn't
wasn't
see
really
Basuma
dying.
and you didn't see Sar. Are you sure?
No, 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 no. Of course, it was kept. It was
I
kept
think.
quiet.
I
It
think.
didn't really have
I think
have a great
maybe the
day.
bits where Basuma had the ball, there was a power cut in Helsinki, so you missed part of the game because there was a power cut. Because let me tell you, first and foremost, it's good to have a different Tony tonight. Someone that is obviously seen the game, watched the game. I told you last week that Tottenham. I've never seen Tottenham have 5 games in a row more ball possession. I told you that on the previous show. Go back, check the receipts. After playing you on the weekend, it's now 6 games in a row. Every game we play, we have more of the ball. Just let it sink in. The mighty Arsenal had less ball possession. When I dropped that on you guys last week, you guys sniggered, you laughed, like this is like it's like saying like the sky will turn green or something. That's how impossible you guys saw it. But guess what? The sky did turn green because Tottenham had more ball possession. And then I told you last week, let me remind you, I said Tottenham and Arsenal are on par. I didn't see a difference between our two clubs at all. And we were proved right. I mean, Anthony, let's just be real. You were shaking your bum. You were acting silent. You were acting bougie. You were in your bedroom, Tony clothes, because you actually thought come Sunday evening, there would be a change in the table. Now, I told you that one of the things you got to respect, Tony, is the fact that Tottenham were above you in the league. And you looked at me, you huffed and puffed, you didn't really want to agree with it. You said it's after 5 games that I'm talking early. Well, I can say to you tonight that after 6 games, you're in the same position. You're still not above Spurs in the league. I'm sorry to
But
say.
again,
In fact,
I have a problem with that.
you guys are not
I
even in
haven't
the.
lost
No,
a
hold
game
on,
this
hold on,
season. I
hold
haven't
on. We're
lost a
doing
game this
facts here.
season.
We're
So
not doing banner. We're
you
not
can
doing.
wax lyrical all you want, but
You
we haven't lost a game this season. Deji Sports.
neither has
And
Spurs.
again, see, I can and see Deji Sports. I
But
can
can I
take
just
that
say
route
this?
you going and become
Can I just
shameless.
say this
Yeah, I
then?
can go shameless with you.
No, let's
How
go.
about
No,
this?
can I
Thomas
just say
Partey
this
was in
then?
that
Hold on.
matchup. Thomas Partey was
But
in that
are
matchup.
you
Gabriel
are you in the
Martinelli
top
was in
four?
that matchup. I do have certain excuses, but I'm not
No, you
going
don't
to
have any
exploit
excuses.
those
You don't
excuses.
have no
No, no,
excuses
no, no.
because even if
Was
Partey was
Trossard in
fit,
that match?
even
No,
if
Deji,
Partey
I'm
was
not
fit,
having
he
it
would
from
have
you.
played
No,
right
Deji, I'm
back.
not having it from you. I'm not
Anthony,
having it from you.
if
I'm not having it
Partey
from
was
you.
fit, what
You played
position would
well
he
on
have
the
played?
day. I give that to you. But I didn't have Martinelli. I didn't
If
have Martinelli.
Partey was fit,
I didn't have
Anthony,
Thomas Partey.
what
I
position
didn't have
would he have
Thomas
played?
Partey. What are you talking about, Deji Sports? I haven't got them
What position
striker
would
who's not even
and
making
what
who's not making
position
any
would
runs,
Partey
who's
have
not
played,
even
bro?
doing anything down there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You wanted to shake your butt. Have you were
Deji,
you
I played
convinced?
without Trossard. I played without Trossard. I played without Martinelli. And I also played with, of course, you saw that Rice was out of that
Bro,
game,
we
innit?
played without
My
Perisic.
players had knocks. I had knocks. I had injuries. So, don't wax too lyrical,
Don't do
yeah?
that, bro.
That wasn't the full Arsenal team. So don't
Don't do
wax
that, bro.
lyrical too much. But I
Don't
do
do that.
agree on the day you had a good game. You had a great game. I didn't expect how Tottenham ran up on us. I didn't expect to see that kind of brand of attacking football. So I give that to you. You take the cake. No problem. It's a 2-2 draw. It wasn't a 3-2 win for Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, that's how high. Now, listen,
Well,
Deji Sports, in case you don't understand,
okay.
let me rerun that track back
Yeah.
now for you, yeah?
Go on.
It was a 2-2 game, a 2-2
Yeah.
draw, not a 3-2 win from Tottenham Hotspurs.
No, but
And
you
you
were
know what?
supposed
Yeah,
to be
we've got a
first, though.
2-2. We've got a 2-2, but look at the rage out there between Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans are not happy for that. And
You said that we're happy.
there's a reason for
We're
that.
not happy.
See, the ceiling is higher now. The
We're
ceiling
not
is
happy.
higher. We should be beating you guys. We should be at the
Bro, let me tell
at
you
the
why
top of the
Arsenal fans
table.
are not happy.
We should be fighting with
Can I tell
Manchester
you,
City for the
Anthony,
title.
Tony,
Now that's how high the bar is set.
there's no
So
high
you
bar.
can wax lyrical the way you like. You can talk lyrical the way you like. You can be happy. It's a party, good. But again, it's only a draw, Deji Sports. Don't dance too soon.
I'm not dancing too soon, but what I am saying is, currently, you're not in the top 4. That's a fact. Whether you like it or not, I don't give a damn about your injuries. We all suffered injuries, just like we were under a crap manager last season. So you come in there shaking your bum because you've got injuries is not an excuse. Even Man City have injuries, but they've managed to win every game. For me, I was disappointed in Arsenal because if you guys are
but not the
supposed to be,
Rodriguez though. Not the Rodriguez
if
though.
you're supposed
Not
to
the
be
Rodriguez though.
challenging
Not the
for,
Rodriguez though. Not the
if you're
Haaland though.
supposed to be
What are you
challenging
talking
for the
about?
Prem,
Not the Rodri, not the
Anthony,
Haaland.
if you're supposed to be challenging for the Prem, you should be beating Spurs. True or false?
True.
That's it. And
True.
you didn't. You got outplayed by Spurs.
No, we did. And to be honest with you, it is. It seems like more. It seems like a loss for us and a win for you guys. Like, I'm not being funny. That Deji, do you know what I mean?
It
But
does feel like a win because remember, Postecoglou has only been in charge less than 3 months. Let that sink in.
yeah,
And remember, we've gone from fully defensive to full out attack. In 3 months, to turn that around is pretty damn impressive. We're not shaking our bum because we drew with Arsenal. We're shaking our bum because after 6 games in under 3 months, we are unbeaten. So we are saying, what impressive work. What I want to know, and the reason why Arsenal fans are disappointed and not shaking their bum violently as they were last week, is the fact that Arteta has been at this for 4 years, and that's all you could produce on the weekend. Is that it? You couldn't even go toe to toe with Spurs in your own ground after 4 years' work. I would be demanding for my money back, mate.
yeah, I know what you mean. And in our own backyard as well I wasn't happy with it. In all fairness, I was at work. I didn't watch the game. So basically, what I did, all I've been doing is catching up on highlights all through the game, all week. And every time I watched it, I got frustrated, especially from that mistake from Jorginho towards the end when Son scored his second goal. That was the one that annoyed me the most.
Our experienced players, yeah. That's meant to be the most
Well,
experienced player.
you said he was a
in
great
that
player
team.
last season, Tony.
When did I tell
you
you
were
he
happy
was a
with
great player?
Jorginho.
No, Deji, now you're lying now. You're lying now. I
You
never
were happy
said.
with
See,
Jorginho.
everyone knows me in my channel, yeah. When it comes to when it's real, I say real. If we win, we win. If we lose, you get it. If we win, I around you. Everyone knows me for that. Yeah. See, Jorginho has never, yeah, been my kind of signing. I didn't want this guy. I don't want any signing from Chelsea Football Club. But for him to be one of our most experienced players right now, did he show experience in that game against Tottenham Hotspur? The answer is no. He messed up. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. we didn't have to go for this guy. We could have just, personally, I would have even put El Neni there. He has even a more better record in the North London Derby. For me, I would have put him there. But again, Deji Sports here. See why I'm saying you're waxing too lyrical. What happens? Yeah, just think about it. What happens when come 10 games this season? Madison gets into that goddamn infirmary. Like we know he's going to. Yeah, every season he does it. Even with Leicester City, at his prime, we all know. Yeah, injury treatment table. What happens when Sarr gets injured? Doing all that, running
Can I
here
just
and
say
there,
something?
he'll get injured.
Can I
What will
just
you
say
say
something?
after then? It is
First
at
and
those times. It is
first,
at those
first and
times
foremost,
that we will see the real
first,
Ange
first and
Postecoglou.
foremost,
It's not just enough. It's not
no,
DG.
Tony, hold
It's
on.
not just DG. It's not just enough for you to
Anthony,
say, "Hey,
I need you
Arsenal
to back me
haven't been
here.
playing quite well."
Can I just say this though? I
When
I
you
would
guys get those
I would never
important injuries, that's when
I
I want to
I
see
would
the brand
never
of
wish
football that
bad.
Ange Postecoglou would play.
I would never wish bad on an Arsenal player, no matter how much beef we have. I would never wish bad on them. But what I would say is this: last season, you pretty much went the season scot-free injury-wise. I think it was only Jesus, maybe Tierney. You didn't have much injuries, and so that helped for you to push. But now, and last season I warned you. I said to you, when the injuries come,
Deji Thomas Partey was injured. What were you
bruv,
watching? Were you
come on,
watching the
man.
back of your
About two
TV?
players, bro.
Rob Holding came for William Saliba. Deji, have you been
Bruv.
watching the back of the TV?
These are at
That was
different
last
points.
season. This
These
was
are
last
at different
season.
points, bro. These are at different points. Do you get what I'm saying? My point being, every good team goes through a rough patch injury wise. We went through ours. We lost Bentacore. We lost a few other people. Um. So anyway, the main thing that I'm trying to say is, that you can't be talking about your injuries. I think, and that's why I said to you, and I was on Northside the other day, and I said to him, Anthony and Tony, if you guys finish fourth, does that mean that I was right all along? Does that mean that last season was freakish? Because now, Tony, you're beginning to cry because this is what happens to big teams. You go through patches when you miss out on players, bro.
We lost him, haven't we?
We lost it.
He was right though, Tony. I mean, if we finish fourth this season, that's like a loss to me because, in all fairness, finishing second last season, if we do finish fourth, that is a little bit poor.
Yeah, but again, if we get top four this season, win the Champions League, win the FA Cup, and win the Carabao Cup, then what would you say?
Oh well, then in that case, we had a good season. I mean, I think
had a
even
good
though Man
season,
United
so-
finished third last season, but they won a trophy, I still think Man United had a better season than Arsenal last season.
I do agree. I do agree, but
Yeah.
I'm not writing our team off. Yeah.
No,
but
no,
even but even it's just, I don't want to use that as an excuse. Yeah.
no.
But it's just that these guys are acting as if they play the prime Arsenal. Arsenal haven't hit top gear yet this season. We haven't had an all-round performance
Don't try
this
that.
season.
Nobody's hit top gear. Don't be no. It's not that you
No,
haven't
no,
hit
no, no,
top.
no, no, no,
You
no,
have
Deji.
hit top gear.
You've hit top gear
You've
already.
hit top
You've hit
gear.
top gear. You're
That
playing
game,
good football.
that game
Oh,
against
you're not
Tottenham
playing
was
good
your best
football again.
performance, bruv. That
Deji,
game was your
last
best
2 weeks you
performance
said
this
that you
season.
played the best brand of football in the league.
That game,
What are you saying?
that game against Tottenham on weekend was your best performance. True or false?
Deji, what are you saying? I had a
Wasn't
good
that your
performance
best
against
performance so
PSV.
far this season? The game
Deji,
against Tottenham.
I had a
Anthony,
good
you know what?
performance
You
against
are more
PSV.
realist. It was you didn't. You only saw highlights. I can tell you now, the game on the weekend was Arsenal's best performance this season. In terms of energy, in terms of chances created, it was a lot better than the dusty performance they had against Everton.
Yeah.
Deji,
Yeah.
that
Tony,
Everton.
Tony,
See, no, oh,
you
good.
just
It's
need to.
good. No,
Agree.
no, 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 Deji. It's good you brought this talk about Everton. Did you see what Everton did to Brentford last week?
No, I don't care.
Oh, you don't know,
They beat them
Anthony.
3-1.
Anthony, what happened to Brentford against
No,
Everton?
They beat Everton
So
1-3.
what? So what? What does that mean?
They
What does that mean?
massacred. They
So,
massacred.
so what does that
Brentford.
mean?
So why are we acting as if Everton isn't cooking?
Everton is not cooking.
Okay, good. But they just beat Brentford last week
Bro, they won one game.
against a team that will literally still
I
beat you
don't
this
know.
season.
Can I just
You
tell you
drew
something?
against Brentford. No, you drew against
Anthony,
Brentford. No, you drew against
and
Brentford.
for
Did you?
people in
Yes
the
or no?
chat,
No, did you draw against Brentford?
for people in the chat,
Exactly.
do
You
you
couldn't
know
beat
any
Brentford. You
season
couldn't beat
where
Brentford. But Everton, we
a
beat them.
team
We beat
that
them
got
this season.
relegated
It
didn't
was
win
a
one game?
difficult ground for us to go to and get a point. We haven't beaten Everton in 6 seasons on that
So
ground,
what is
Deji.
Arsenal going to
What are
achieve
you
this season,
talking
Mr.
about?
Claude? Santa Claus, what is Arsenal going to achieve this season?
Well, Deji, as you can see, the biggest threat to the Carabao Cup, was just put out by Newcastle. How about me getting that Carabao Cup? How about me getting the Champions League? You, of all people, you know that
Anthony,
there's
are you
the.
happy? Are you happy with the
See.
Carabao Cup?
Wait, I've not finished. You just cut my statement. Let me finish. Deji Sports, you, of all people, know that European football is having a very, very big downturn. I'll fancy my chances to go all the way in the Champions League. Like, look at Manchester United. We both share that commonwealth in that we've disciplined them this season, right? 3-0 down there at Hart Lane, 3-1 at the Emirates. And look, they went on to try and rub shoulders with Bayern Munich. 4-3. That was what that game ended. See,
Haven't
they
you
just
see that?
paused. And that's with a shitty Manchester United team. See, they just pause. Let's don't act as if European football is at the height of which we should be carring in fear.
Well,
See, there's
it's
lots
a
of things
pleasure to hear that Anthony
going down in
that
European
Tony
football.
actually
I
agrees with me
fancy
that
my
European
chances
football is
in this
rubbish.
year's Champions League. If Mikel Arteta doesn't tinker, if Mikel Arteta puts his money where his mouth is, and if I don't have injured players, I fancy my run in that Champions League. I'm sorry.
So everybody, we hear that Tony Claude is looking forward to winning a Carabao Cup and hopefully the Champions Legue.
And that would be a good season.
That's how
That would be a
low.
good season. No,
That's how
what?
low
Winning the
Arsenal
Champions
fans.
League? Is winning the Champions League low? Have you
Well,
ever
I
won
don't
any
know
European
how
title?
you could include the Carabao Cup. When you said it, Anthony wanted
No,
to
I included that Carabao Cup
when you
because
said Carabao
Manchester
Cup,
City
Anthony, I
is
saw
out of
Anthony.
that cup
Anthony
and we're still there.
Was ready to press
Deji
end
Sports,
stream.
see
Anthony,
Deji,
true or
if,
false? You were
if
ready
you
to
if
end the
I
stream.
give you right now the Champions League and taking the Carabao Cup,
I want,
you've
I,
gone out of the
I want
Carabao
ready
Cup.
to press
If
end
I
stream.
win the Champions League
I
and the
just
Carabao Cup, Deji, I'll twerk. I will twerk. I'll
basically,
play a Cisco song. I'll play a Cisco song, yeah, and I'll twerk. How about that?
I just want
How about
something
that?
different. I just want something different, Deji. What I want for Arsenal this season, I said I wanted the Premier League, the FA Cup, and a decent run in the Champions League because the standard at our club
You ain't doing a double though.
is not no. But if it was a double, that was the double I wanted because I know we ain't got the quality in our team to win the Champions League. I'm not afraid to say. I'm not afraid to admit that. I think a quarter final to Arsenal, quarter maybe semi-finals, if we're lucky to get to that, I think is a brilliant run in the Champions League for how long we have been in it. Right?
I think we should be winning it.
I want the Premier League. That's what I want.
Do you think you've got enough quality to win the Prem?
That's why I'm being realistic.
I want to be realistic. I want to say yeah, but I mean that there's one. I think we're two. I think we're 2 or 3 players short of winning the Premier League. Seriously, a striker for one. I want someone to get us at least 20 goals a season.
I said that, and people like Tony and other Arsenal cronies were saying, "Look at the Man City team that won the league. They didn't have a number 9 before Haaland. We've got Martinelli. We've got Saka." It's a breath of fresh air, Anthony, to hear that someone agrees with me that you need a 20-plus goal scorer. And then Arsenal fans hate on me when I'm advising them on how to make their team better. Now I'm hearing what I've been saying for about 6 months from you, Anthony. Anthony, well done and carry on. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I just want the Premier League this season, a 20-goal striker. Maybe, I don't know. I think we need someone there to a backup for Saka in case he gets injured. We haven't really got nobody there to play on the right.
Yeah.
You know? That's my opinion as
So,
well.
Anthony, is it a bad season if Arsenal finish third with the Carabao Cup?
Do you
Of
know
course,
what?
it's
I'll
a
be honest with
disastrous
you.
season.
Man United did that last season.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to us, we finished second. We won nothing. I said that Man United had a better season last season than what we did because they won silverware.
Yeah.
They won silver, and they got to a final of an FA Cup as well. I mean, just imagine if they would have won that. That would have been 2 trophies and a third place for Ten Hag.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? So
you
Although
would take
that
third on
won't be
you
that
would
won't be
take third on
acceptable
the Carabao.
for Arsenal. That
I,
won't be
I,
Third on the
acceptable for
Carabao.
Arsenal.
I don't want the Carabao Cup. I'll be
don't
honest
want
with
it?
you. I don't want it. I told you the trophies I want this season. I want the Premier League and I want the FA Cup for my club. That's what I want. And a decent run in the Champions League.
I want the Champions League. I want the Champions League.
Yeah, I can understand that too. I want Champions League.
I believe we
I
can do
don't
it.
think we got the
If I see
quality.
European football, I'm not
Champions League.
pleased with it. I'm not pleased with European football. We can have a go. We can
Yeah,
look at all these teams. These teams don't look good. They're not looking good. To be very sincere, we can
I've
hold
been
our
telling you
own.
this for months.
We can't
Shaking
hold
your
our own.
bum for your Europa Conference League group.
Well,
Deji
Spurs, you can only beat those that are put in front of you, right? They always say
Well,
it, right?
Anyway, what I'm saying to you is I can't wait till you guys come to White Hart Lane. I can't wait till you guys come to the Tottenham Stadium. Because the way we slapped you up on the weekend, bring on the weekend. I can't wait to play Arsenal again. For me, I saw enough.
Deji, you might be exposed this weekend. Deji, all this chest you have, you could be exposed, literally exposed, this weekend, literally. You and your pink phone, you're using to do this stream right now.
Do you know that
you could get smacked up this weekend, and it could be as early as Saturday. Liverpool is coming to town.
Can we just
what happens when Darwin Núñez runs up at you? What happens when Salah runs up on you? Just be prepared, man. I hope you'll be out. I hope you'll be out and about.
It's fair to say that Arsenal, after this weekend, has had an easier start to the Prem than Spurs.
Oh my God.
True or false?
It's false.
Because this weekend,
false.
who are you playing this weekend? Who are you playing this weekend?
Deji, when you make such statements,
playing this weekend?
You played Burnley. You played Burnley at
Who
Tough
you
Moor.
playing?
You played Burnley. No, Deji, you played Burnley at Tough Moor, Championship side. They've not won a game this season. Deji Sports, you also played Sheffield United. You struggled against them. You struggled against Sheffield United. It was at the death of the game that you were able to win that game. What are you talking about?
I want to ask you. True or false?
Championship side.
Arsenal's had an easier start to the Prem
side
than Tottenham Hotspur after 7 games.
Yeah. I mean, we started off playing Forest. You know, that we were lucky to beat Forest. You know, that game could have quite easily been a draw. And you got to admit that, Tone. It was honestly we won 2-1. We were scraping at the bottom of our teeth with that. Seriously,
realness.
Forest. And then I think who did we have?
You beat Palace as well. You drew with Fulham at home.
Yeah.
So you've had 2 draws at home.
Man, Deji, I don't like that. I don't like that smirk on your face.
You beat Manchester United.
Should we start acting? No, Deji, I don't like that smirk on your face. So should we start acting as if Fulham is not
this
cooking?
Weekend?
Last season they didn't cook. No, should we start acting as if Fulham isn't a decent side? Should we start acting like that? That Fulham isn't a decent side since last season. Even this season, it's not easy to beat those guys.
Bro, let's just see one thing.
Why are we acting in that way? Why are we acting that Crystal Palace, that going away to Crystal Palace is an easy game? Why are we acting in that way? Crystal Palace,
under Roy Hodgson,
the champions.
Crystal Palace away is easy.
The champions went to Crystal Palace and couldn't get a win in Crystal Palace last season. So what are we talking about? Are we going to sit here and start talking as if Crystal Palace isn't a hard ground to go even get a point? Why are we talking like this? Even the champions faltered there last season.
Can I tell you why?
What are you talking about?
Can I just say why what you're saying is nonsense?
Because
Crystal Palace never finished in the top 10.
It
which
doesn't matter.
means
It
they
doesn't matter whether
lose.
you finish in top 10 or
It
not.
means they
Is
lose
that
at least.
is their
But
ground? Is
Anthony,
their
you get
ground?
my logic.
Is
If
their
you're not
ground
in
a
the top
hard
10,
place
it
to
means
get a
you're
point?
losing at least 1/3 of your matches. So don't tell me that, bro. Don't they can't be that tough
Okay.
when you're losing 1/3 of their matches, bro.
Okay, good enough. No problem.
Well, I'm
You
just
know,
going to
Go down to Crystal Palace and get a win.
It is no, it is hard. It's hard to go there down to Sellers Park and get a win at Crystal Palace. It's
is it
not a walk in
just
the
as
park.
hard as it is to go to Everton? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, because I'll be honest with you,
Oh my
the
God,
last few seasons,
Anthony, you don't need to answer that question. He's winding you up.
I
You
know,
see,
I
I
know,
know this guy. This is
but
what he does. He does this.
Crystal Palace,
This
it's
is what
safe
he
to say,
does.
Crystal Palace is our boogie team, and they are.
Mm,
They are.
mm.
Anyway, I'm just going to hit a few
What
comments.
what about Everton?
Well, they ain't our boogie team, no. No.
You look played really well against Everton.
And that's awkward, man. That was awkward, man. Anthony had to take a sip of water
Yeah.
after that question.
I'm just saying.
My mouth was dry, thing. It was all dry.
Exactly.
Come out and say.
So when you guys see me go with this guy for 2 seasons, you guys think that it's easy. You guys
Oh,
don't know I'm
God.
with a juggernaut in the room trying to talk football.
That's
It's
why.
not easy with this
That's
guy, man.
why I
It's not
always
easy.
watch you two. Oh, on Tony Culture, I always watch you two, and I thought, right, I've got to get myself a piece of this on my show, and I'm going. I had Deji on last week, and that was a good show. And he ripped into the Arsenal fan, Marley from
Oh
Brazil.
my God, what he did to
You
Mali,
ripped
man.
into him.
Mali's my guy. Mali's my guy. But man, you have to say what Deji did to did to our brethren, man. That was bad. And this is why you need me, man. This is why you need me
I show
because
no love, mate.
Deji
I'm sorry
Spores,
about that.
you know, he needs he needs a fellow crazy person to to
He does.
recognize his own crazy too. So
Yeah.
it
Look,
works like that.
look, gentlemen, look. It was you guys did all right against Tottenham. You huffed and puffed, and we got a draw. And I would say to you that it's going to be interesting. What I have said though, Anthony, and it hasn't changed. And for you, Tony, you know I'm not going to change my stance. If you guys can sit here shaking your bum that Arsenal are in for a title challenge, then based on what I saw this weekend, you cannot deny Tottenham of the same level of respect.
So, what are you saying? Do you reckon Tottenham will finish top 4 at the end of this season?
Why not?
No, I just.
Why not, bro?
So, where have you predicted?
We've dominated every team that we've played, including you.
Yeah.
We should have beaten you. We've got the 2 best midfielders in the league at the moment. They showed it again on the weekend. Did Maddison not show that he's the best number 10 in the league at your ground? Did he not do that? Plus, Basuma was cooking. He made Declan Rice look like a stiff, tilde long grain piece of rice. That's what he did to. That's what
And
he did to
injured
Declan.
Declan Rice. And
That's what
injured
he did
Declan
to.
Rice. And
That's what he
injured
did to
Declan
Declan.
Rice. What's
That's
with
what
you
he did to
guys and
Declan, mate.
clubbing people when they're in pain?
He was
Son
injured. He
showed
came off
you.
at half time, didn't he? Declan Rice, but was it a back injury or something like that? He was.
It was a back. It was
Let me
injured
tell you what
with a
it was.
back injury, and this man here
Let me tell you what
is
it
just
was.
here, laughing about it.
It's not. It's not.
Having
Rumors is that Declan Rice is going to be on the bench this weekend against Bournemouth as well.
yeah.
Look,
I'm just going to hit some comments. I really need to hit some comments.
While
Right.
you hit the comments, I'll just say I respect Declan Rice for removing himself from the firing line. It was tough out. It was tough out there.
Right, we got William in. He says, "Big up the lads." Big X Gooner 81. He says, "I don't take Spurs' opinion seriously." Laugh out loud.
Yeah,
he then goes on to say it was a pen all day.
You keep looking at Michael J. Fox, BX Gunner. You just stay there looking like Michael J. Fox.
Mama Fossey's in the house. Big up, guys. Big up, Mama Fossey. Thanks for tuning in. Actually, thanks for all of you tuning in. We have Noel Kane. He's saying, "Big up, lads."
Big up, big up.
Big ups, Kane.
And
That's a
then
real one, Niall Kane, man. Big ups, man.
No King, yeah, he's a real one. I haven't seen him for a while actually. And then Mama Flossie goes on to say, "Oh, thanks for that." And then she says, "Hi Niall, how you doing?" And then he goes on to says, "Evening chat. Hi Mama Flossie, I'm good. How are you?" So
Bloody hell.
they're having a
Everyone's having their
conversation
own.
in
They're
here.
having their own conversation
They're
in the
having their
chat.
own cabot conversation in here. Yeah,
Their own
you
little
see him being busy. And then then it comes to then Football United TV.
big up,
Deji
TJ.
was in the building.
Big up, big
And
up.
then TJ Warren, Deji, you done
TJ.
celebrating your draw.
How can I,
TJ.
TJ? You below me.
That's a
You're
real
looking
one,
up to
guys.
me, TJ.
TJ Warren TV.
You're looking up to me on the idiot show. Do you know what I'm saying? Who looks like an idiot now? Because you were shaking your bum violently,
Imagine
telling me that your club
TJ doesn't
was
look like
gonna
an
win.
idiot. TJ looks like a
imagine
gooner. He's a
Turk in
gooner.
a
I'll
bird's
stand up
world.
for my guy.
No, I'm
I
not
stand up
being
for
fun.
my
I'm not
guy.
being funny, but TJ
Stand up for
Warren
my
does
guy.
a
TJ is okay.
Friday idiot show, and it's
It's
poignant
the
for this type
American
of thing.
idiot show, brother.
Brush
It's
his
the
in,
what?
big up,
It's the
Brush. Make
American
sure you
idiot
press
show,
that like,
and the
yeah,
show
make
is
you
doing
Like
quite
I
like,
well.
said,
subscribe.
The
TJ.
American idiot show is doing
Did I
quite well.
did I start? Did I
It's good.
stutter? Tony, did I stutter?
It's not the Friday idiot show. It's the American idiot show.
Yeah, that's what I say. Well, you know what he's like, because they're
I
Arsenal
say
fans.
it's
He
my
says
guy. I'll
anything,
stand
doesn't
up
he?
for him. TJ is the real one. So it's
Look,
the American idiot show.
Deji, you look at us as a bunch of idiots, don't you? You do. You know, to be
Exactly.
honest,
Exactly.
he does.
He,
He
look,
does.
he
You
looks
can
at us
tell.
as a bunch of fools.
When I see Tony, I mean it's a horrible sight to be fair, but I just see a guy shaking his bum in a green thong.
He is TJ. He is. He is still twerking. You can hear it. You can hear it rustling on the bottom of his seat. He's still twerking.
This man them, yeah. This man them, yeah. This man them, yeah. Thirsty, man. Thirsty.
Can't even
The
twerk.
doggy TJ showed Saka the line. He said, "Go on then, bro. If you think you got it, take me on in it. Take me on. Let's have a
Doggy
race."
was good.
And he
That's what I'm
pussied
saying.
out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that statement with
Woo.
what TJ put
TJ
down
Warren,
there
don't
because
say after beating
Udogi
Burnley.
was good on the day. It was
Don't
good on
talk
the day.
about Burnley and Bournemouth. Talk about us.
Mm.
After
It
you
was good on the
with
day.
us, you're still below
There's
us,
one
baby.
more.
You're still below us. You're still below us. You've played Spurs. Don't
No,
act like you ain't
but
played
Deji,
us.
it's too early. But Deji, again,
Don't
this
act
is
like
what
you
I'm
ain't.
saying.
No, but he's not.
But
TJ is not
it's early.
acknowledging that he's
It's
played
early.
Tottenham. He's telling me about Sheffield. Why are you telling me about Sheffield for? Talk about us.
But
Played.
Deji, it's too early to make. It's too early to make these concessions,
No,
man.
because this
It's too
time last
early.
season,
It's just 6 games.
no, Tony, if you remember, sorry,
I need
Anthony,
the lads.
if you remember, this time last season, after 6 games, is when I said this could be a freak season for Arsenal. After 6 games, I said it. Please put some respect. Get the receipts for that. After 6 games, episode 6. Is it episode 6, season 1? Would it have been episode 6? No, we've done a lot. Yeah, it might have
We've
been
done a lot.
episode 6, episode 7 of the Minority
Yeah.
Report. Go and check it out. I coined it that I said Arsenal might be doing something freakish, something like Leicester in disguise after 6 games.
You said that. You said that actually. But Deji, see, this is the bigger picture. Yeah, Arsenal haven't hit top gear yet. We haven't hit top gear yet. We've not had an all-round performance this season. So if we're at that period in our gameplay at this time, and we're winning games and we've not lost, in 6 games we've won 4, drawn 2, and we're playing badly.
Is that something to be proud? Is that
right
something
now?
to be proud of?
Oh, okay, see, now I'll tell you why I have a problem with that same statement you just made. Yeah, and Arsenal isn't playing that well. What happens when we start playing as a team? What happens when we start literally
I disagree
playing
with you. I think
as a
Arsenal have
team?
been playing
And
well.
secondly, you're scoffing at that. But if it is Manchester City that drop points early in the season, what would you say? You and your cronies will say, "Oh, okay, we know Man City. They start slowly, right?" That's what you and all these technical guys will
Yeah, but do
open your
Arsenal
mouth
start slow though?
and
Arsenal are not
and
known
talk.
for starting slow,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that's what you
Arsenal are
guys
not
will
known
say.
for starting
We're
That,
going to
slow.
do
oh,
it
Man
now.
City starts slow, but they're gonna win the league, innit? So why
Tony,
can't he be attached to
you're
Arsenal? So
cooking. You're cooking.
You
He's
guys ain't cooking,
cooking.
bro.
He's
just
cooking.
leave it alone.
You guys are cooked. You guys were cooking
Just
last
leave it
year.
alone.
Let me tell. Let me give you a world exclusive
Hmm.
because I don't think you guys have understood some of the stuff that I'm saying. So I'm gonna have to do it in layman's terms.
Oh my God.
Last season, you were cooking. This season, we've already eaten.
Hmm.
Let that sink in. This is not going to become apparent to you, Anthony and Tony, until 12 to 15 games in. When you realise that the food is gone, the dessert is gone, and that all that is left is coffee.
No, but is
You guys have
Tottenham at
cooked
that
already, man.
stage?
People have eaten.
Is Tottenham at that stage now where they've just put the chicken in the frying pan for literally 10 seconds and got it back out again
No.
and said it's cooked?
Let me tell you where we are with the chicken.
Right.
We're washing it.
See, guys, clip Deji Sports, man. Clip this guy. This guy needs to be stopped. Clip this guy. Clip this guy, man. You guys clip this guy. Clip it.
Oh, God.
See, Deji, it's good when you know what? Yeah, I like it the way you're acting and waxing lyrical. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it shows how tough you are. Yeah,
Oh, God.
it shows how tough you are, and I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I do know that in the next 6 to 7 games we will see an injured Madison. It's part of it. See, I'm not wishing you
What
guys
is
bad.
it with you and
It's
wishing
it,
bad on the Tottenham players?
no, I'm not wishing
I'm
bad,
not
but
asking
I
for
know it will
Martinelli.
happen.
I
I
wanted
know it will
Martinelli
happen.
to play. I wanted
See,
him to
man,
play against Tottenham. I
I,
wanted
I
Trossard to play.
see, man,
I
see,
want
and
all your
again, you
best
don't
players.
have Kane. You don't have Kane no more in your
We
team.
don't
Yeah,
need Kane. We
when
don't need Kane.
Son's goals get dried up and there's no championship team, to score against. I want to see which route you guys take.
I want to see
These are
what
the
you
things I
do.
want to see. I want to see
Make
when
sure you
when
beat
Star is
Bournemouth on the
injured, when he
weekend.
has one or two niggles down there. Yeah, when Basuma goes back to his, or has amnesia. Yeah.
He's not gonna have
Uh,
amnesia, bro.
let's
That
see
is the
let's see
Basuma
what
of
happens.
Brighton.
Let's see what happens.
No,
When
you
these
see,
guys get injured, let's see what happens.
bruv.
That's when I would say that's the true test
I
of
hope all your
Tottenham
players
Hotspurs
are
this
out for the
season.
season. How
But
about
again,
that?
you're going to have a big test this weekend. Liverpool is coming to town, so
Yeah,
I want to see your brand of football against Liverpool. You're
same,
Do you
getting
know what?
toasted this
I'm
weekend.
going
same,
to.
You're
baby.
getting
I,
toasted.
We don't
These
change.
guys are getting fried
We
yeah,
don't
at
change,
home.
baby.
Tony. Do you know what? What I'm going to do? There's a few more comments. I'm just going to read them out, and then I'm going to go on to the next game. Who we got? The Bournemouth game, and then Deji can have his say on the Bournemouth game, and then we can bring up a little bit about Tottenham and Liverpool. How's that?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
fair
fine.
enough?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair enough. Yeah, okay. He says Spurs fans are like moving like they played like prime Barcelona. That was TJ Warren, and he goes, "Drop me out." And then he goes on to say, "Thanks for making me a mod, Anthony. Now I get to cook DJ in blue." Oh yeah, you do, mate. You
Who's
do.
that? Who's cooking who? What is
Um,
TJ? What is TJ
T-
Warren saying
TJ
on
Warren
them?
said, "Thanks for making." Well, apparently we made him a mod. I said, "Thanks for making me a mod. I can get to cook DJ in blue."
Oh, bring it.
Right. There is a poll. He's ready for it now, does you know? There is a poll. He says the poll so far was Saka's pen a good decision? Yes. Well, 62% are saying yes, and 38% are saying no.
And now,
No.
sorry, just before you move on to the next comment,
Yeah.
in terms of the poll, was it only one person that voted?
No. You can't. That can't work out, Dej. That can't. If it was one person that voted, it would have said 100%
Anthony,
to Arsenal. It
Anthony, you don't
was,
need to answer that question, man. This guy is taking the piss.
no, I know he is.
You need to know the piss. You need to
I know
separate
he
it
is.
from
I know he is.
reality, man.
Do you know what? I'll get used to Deji on the streams, and he'll have the wrath of me. I'll tell you, he'll have the wrath of me, right?
Exactly, man. This
So
kind of guys,
fucking
they will mess you up if you give them that chance, man. It's
how
not
you
easy to
letting
go
this
against
happen,
Deji.
Deji Spurs? Well, actually, I would letting this happen, Deji. Spurs were the better team on Sunday,
That's what
and
I'm
that was
saying.
coming back from King TV, and he's an Arsenal fan. King Sat, he's an Arsenal fan. Deji's in the
Shout out
house.
to King. King, great guy.
Yeah. And Matt goes on to say, Anthony wants the Aldi Cup in pre-season. Say, no, I do not. Absolute shite. You man will get cooks at home. Shake your bums while you can. Well done, Dej. Bloody hell. God.
Keep shaking your bum there. Shake the bum.
I can hear you shaking yours on the bottom of your seat, mate.
Mate, at the moment, I'm not being
too.
funny, Anthony. I'm not being funny because I like to deal in the present rather than the past. My team's in the top 4. Where are you?
We're 5th. Deji, who you got next week in the Champions League, mate?
Let's speak
in the Champions League next
try
week?
and speak with a little energy, with some chest.
Tottenham Hotspur versus a bag of dust. God, who's going to win that? Who's going to win that? That's the dust that you sprinkle on your trophy cabinet because there's nothing going in there, is there?
Andy, but why did you say we're 5th? What was that all about?
Is this what you do when you get rid of your dust off your trophy cabinet? You give it that, don't you? You give it that, don't you? Yeah, you give it the dust.
I'm just saying, Anthony, you're looking
empty.
You're sounding a little bit suspicious.
How the cops and them lots.
Well, Crystal Palace ain't a difficult team to beat, Tony. But Deji says they're not a difficult team to beat. And then the poll so far says 50% yes and 50% no. So it's 50-50 at the minute. And then Deji goes on to say, ha, Tony, with a smiley face. BX Gunner 81, we're not Leicester. We've won it at the Lane. We've won it at Anfield, and we've won it at Old Trafford, and we've won it at the Bridge. Stop it, Deji. That's the BX Gunner 81.
Period. Mic drop. Period.
What's he talking about? When did you win it?
It's talking about trophies, something you don't know anything about. It's talking about trophies. You don't know, of course. I expect you to have amnesia in cases like that because you don't know what it means to win this type of trophy.
You're right. You know what? I'm hoping that Tottenham next season can win the Community Shield.
Right.
What are you? Wait, run that back. What did he say?
Yeah, I'm hoping that my team, because that's what you guys are shaking your bum about. Are you shaking your bum over the Community Shield?
That's not even a trophy. Come on.
But Arsenal fans were shaking their bum. True or false?
False.
No, Arsenal fans were shaking their bum. We're gonna win the league. We just beat Man City. We're ready for the Prem, and then you get here, and then what?
So wait again. You guys have played. You guys are judge and jury after 6 games. This is hilarious. I can't believe what is coming out this.
Bruv, can I tell you something?
Mouth in
Anthony, I'm gonna ask Anthony because look after 6 games. Why is Pochettino's job at risk?
Because they spent over $1 billion. They spent over $1 billion. On that team. Yeah,
he didn't spend the money. He didn't spend the money. So why is Pochettino's job at risk after 6 games?
It's not.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is, man.
He's at risk, bruv.
He's at risk.
Do you think Tom Bowley is going to continue like this, bruv? If Chelsea lose again this weekend in the Prem, it's looking very, very long for Pochettino already. Why is that? Because 6 games is enough time.
Yeah, 6 games enough.
Yeah, but in all fairness, they've never kept managers, have they? Chelsea, they've had so many managers down for the years. It's been unreal. And even if I was a world class manager, I wouldn't even want to manage bloody Chelsea. Let's be honest.
That's what I'm telling you, players. So let's not downgrade 6 games.
No. Well, BX Gunner 81 goes on to say Spurs have just wasted their golden generation and won nothing. And then
he has a point there.
Yeah. And then it says 10 votes on the poll. It's now 50-50. Who is going to decide this poll? Get your votes in. Deji, you don't count. He's going to go. He's voted.
I was about to vote.
Spurs 0, Liverpool 3. BX Gunner. He's got a prediction in there already.
Yeah, well, BX Gunner, I've got Bournemouth to beat Arsenal 3-2, but you don't see me shaking my bum.
Wow.
Liverpool. And it goes on to say the poll now, Saka's pen is a good decision, is 55% saying yes and 45% saying no. 11 votes are in.
He blocked a goal scoring opportunity.
Right.
His hand was there, so there you
So
go.
on this one, and Deji, we got Arsenal's got Bournemouth this weekend. Basically, all I want to know is how you can see this game going and what is your score prediction for this game. I'll go first if you want to. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal. Havertz, I don't even want him in the team. I don't want him there. I don't want him there at all. Apparently, rumours are he's going to be a Tottenham player next season. Does
Yeah.
he? Big up to that.
You wish.
And,
Big up to that.
and yeah, I think we're going to win comfortably. So
Okay.
I'm going to do 2-0.
So you said 2-0. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it me next or Tony?
Did you? Yeah, this area from you, did you?
Okay, before I give you my prediction, can you both just remind me of your predictions for last week?
Oh, what, against Tottenham?
Yeah.
Mine was 3-2 Arsenal.
Yeah. And Tony, what was yours?
4-1.
So I'm going to take whatever you say tonight with a pinch of salt. So in terms of the Bournemouth
Oh my God.
Arsenal game,
The disrespect. The belittling.
Anthony, take it easy.
I'm just saying because I was.
This is what we're based.
It's my birthday, all right? So take it nice, take it nicely. Look, I'm ready to blow out the candles.
All right, happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. No, on a
Happy
level,
birthday, man.
I think if Arsenal don't win 3-0, then you're a poor side.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But what's your prediction for
3-0 Arsenal?
3-0 Arsenal. What's
Okay.
yours, Tim? I know I like putting you on the spot. You know me.
I'll say 3-1. I don't think we're going out there with a clean sheet.
You can't get a clean sheet against Bournemouth.
Ah.
Well, I seem to be leaking goals at this time. I'll be real.
With Saliba in defence and Gabriel.
Maybe it's not from their angle. It could be from
Punch's
Zini's angle.
It might be from Punch's side, to be fair.
What's your thing? What's your thing with Ben White, man? You've been having problems with this guy.
I haven't got problems with Ben White.
What's your problem with this guy?
I grew up watching the Punch and Judy show, and so I really like Ben White.
Okay.
Right, Deji, your team, Tottenham, they got Liverpool this weekend. Right. Let's what do you expect in that game, and let's get a score prediction from you.
Yeah. So I predicted last week on this channel Spurs were to draw with Arsenal, and I predicted 1-0, even though I had 2-2 in my mind. I'm going to go with 1-0 again, Spurs Liverpool.
1-0. Tony, what's your score prediction in the Tottenham and Liverpool game?
See, it's very simple. This is the true test for Tottenham Hotspurs.
So you went the test?
No. See,
wow.
Because I was see, and let me explain that. There's a reason why I said that. I played Tottenham Hotspurs without Thomas Partey, without Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah, I played them without Trossard. Yeah, without the people who are genuinely cooking in my team. So I have those injuries. Good, they put up that performance. I give it to them, no problem. But that wasn't 100% Arsenal side. Yeah. But again, this weekend, that's what I'm saying. This is the true test. You go to play Liverpool. You are home. Yeah. White Hart Lane in your comfort zone. Yeah. So there's no excuse. It's your home. Yeah. You play against Liverpool, whose team is complete right now. Yeah. Not much injuries down there right now. Gravenbach is there, Schlatchbola is there, McAllister is there, Salah is there, Darwin Núñez is there, Cody Gakpo is there. Deji Sports, they got their killers, and their killers are in town this weekend. So, it's a different animal from Arsenal, that all our game cookers, yeah, are all out. All our hitmen, all out. This one, their hitmen are there. And you know what? Yeah, they'll be. You guys will be staring down the.
So Tony, can I ask you a question?
This weekend,
can I ask you a question?
And again, Deji Sports, yeah. If you're not careful, you could get smoked, and you could get smoke execution style this weekend, because all their hitmen, all their cookers, every danger is out there for you guys on Saturday. And I don't think you would escape a 4-1 dropping by Liverpool this weekend.
Okay, so can I ask you, if Tottenham, in the unlikely event Tottenham beats Liverpool, then what would you say?
Then no,
I'm just,
that's
I
a
need,
legit,
I
no,
need, I
that's a
need to get
legit
the
question.
receipt. I
It's a
need to
legit
get this
question.
receipt.
It's a legit question. Up till now, I don't really respect totally this Ange Postecoglou football. I'm not sold on it yet, just yet. I'm not sold on it just yet. But you know what? Yeah, if he gets you guys across Liverpool, which is a complete team right now, they're scoring goals. The midfielders look okay. The surgery that they had in the summer doesn't look doesn't look bad. They have one of the most informed midfield trio. Endo is scoring goals. Shalazbolai messing up things. McAllister, you know, all of them are playing well. They're getting assists. They have Salah, who is also scoring goals this season. So they have all the killers. Okay, yeah. So this would be that big test for Tottenham Hotspurs. If you guys win them, then I'll start respecting Ange Postecoglou's brand of football in its totality and its
Yeah,
entirety. I will
Anthony, can we
definitely
pick this? So you're saying to me, if Tottenham somehow beat Liverpool on the weekend, you will respect Ange Postecoglou, and you're also acknowledging that Tottenham is
totally
challenging this season. Is that what you're
not
saying, Anthony?
challenging, but top four this season.
You're saying
I
top
already
four for
have you
Spurs.
guys in my top four already. No, I already had Tottenham Hotspurs in top four this
Did you?
season. Yeah,
Oh.
I already had Tottenham Hotspurs
So
in
you got more faith in my club than me.
Do you want to know my prediction?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just think that they are better than Manchester United. I think they're better than Chelsea. I think you guys will hold your own a little bit against Newcastle. So you guys are in that shout. So if Manchester is not there, if Chelsea is not there, and Brighton, I don't really, they are flip flops this season. So you never know. At this time, they could beat Manchester United. Tomorrow they'll be losing against Chelsea. So
Do you know what
never
I
know.
reckon too in that game? Tottenham versus Liverpool, I think is going to be a good game. I don't think there's going to be many goals in it. So I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And then
Wow.
when Arsenal beats Bournemouth 2-0, we go above Tottenham in the league. And then we'll be on the same points as Liverpool, but they'll be above us on goal difference.
Yeah, but you've not played, apart from Spurs,
But
you've played
as
nothing but
you be
minnows.
looking up. You be looking up at us then. You be looking,
Anthony,
and we'll be shouting down to you. We go,
I have to
Gigi,
say,
are you all right down there?
Anthony, and I don't mean this
Hear you.
with disrespect because it is your birthday, so I'm going to water this down. But I have to say, what you just said just a moment ago has to be one of the most shameless things I've heard in the stream in the last 4 or 5 years. So you are going to start shaking your bum
Oh
for
my God.
beating Bournemouth. You've played nobody this season apart
Anthony,
from Spurs,
you
and
walked
you're going to
right
start
straight
twerking.
right into that
I
gunfire, man.
didn't, Tim. I didn't, Tim. That's what I reckon is going to be. I think it's a Tottenham. I didn't say Tottenham was going to lose. I said it'd be a draw because they're both playing well at the minute this season, Tottenham and Liverpool. I said it'd be a 1-1 draw. Arsenal then would beat Bournemouth and we'd be above Tottenham and we'd be on the same points as Liverpool, but they'd
And
be
you're
above
and
us on
you're
goal difference.
you're cool with that, Anthony? Are you cool with that?
I'm very cool. I'm very cool with that. I'm
I
very cool
am.
with that.
Anthony, you just proved to us this evening that when push comes to shove, if someone offered you 100 quid, you would strip naked and shake your bum.
I'll have to think about that one, Des. But I'd rather have 100 quid in my back
Anthony, you
pocket than
walked
somebody
into it.
else's. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
You walked into Deji's trap, man. Easy, man. Easy.
Shocking.
Easy traps. Oh my God, man! It's so good that we could bring the Minority Report down here, man.
It is, yeah.
So
And
it's always
this
a
one's
good one.
here, this comment, this one here from BX Gunner 81. He says pumping
Yeah,
chest and couldn't even beat a B Tech Arsenal.
Wow.
exactly.
Wait, hold on. Are
Exactly.
you guys gonna accept that
Big
your
ups to
club
BX Gunner.
is
That's a
called
real one.
is
Real.
BTEC? I mean, what Arsenal's gone from being a top team to BTEC in the space of what 20 minutes?
No, you know what, but did you know what you knew what he meant by BTEC?
I'm just saying that Arsenal fans
With
are
injured,
fickle, boy.
see, we had injuries. Declan Rice injured. Saka was struggling in that game. Yeah, Martinelli not in that game. Thomas Partey, presumably the second best CDM in the league, in the best league in the world. Yeah, is totally out of that game. So what are you talking
Mm-mm.
about, Digi
Yeah,
Sports?
I hear you.
Yeah,
Arsenal players dropping like flies.
good.
The one thing I will
Hey
say,
guys,
and
gotta
we
go.
gotta go.
You got I
Can I
know,
just say
Tony.
this though? Can I
I
just
seen your
say this?
message. This is
Can
the
I just
last
say this?
comment.
Because no one's picked up on it, and I think it's a very good point. And I know we got to go. I was listening to Talk Sport, and I think your legend Ray Parler makes a very, very good point. In the day and age where we have nutritionists, the players have all the kind of luxuries of life. You've got physiotherapists, you've got doctors, psychologists, the whole shebang. I have to say, it's an absolute disgrace that Arsenal players are dropping like flies. What is going on in your club behind the scenes? What is going on with your players and your medical team? Because to be honest with you, at the rate that you're going, you're going to have nobody to enter the pitch. And you deserve what happens next. Your team is poorly run, and we're seeing it in your players.
But he's early yet in the season. He's early yet. So
What do you
do you
mean?
know
You got
what?
about 6 or 7 players out injured, mate.
I,
What do you
I,
mean
I
it's
I know what
early?
you're saying, but I tell you what, us three are going to come on this show again, and I tell you what, we'll come on halfway through the season, and then we'll do this one towards the end of the season. We'll see who gets the final laugh. And Deji, if Tottenham it finishes above Arsenal and you win a trophy this season, bullshit, I can't see that happening. But all I'm going to say is you can come on here and you can slate me and Tony Claude and any other Gunner Arsenal fan on air, and I will let you slate us at the end of the
Let me
season.
tell you, Anthony.
Who's above us?
Let me one up that. You sound like you're from. Are you from Bristol?
Yes.
Right. See, I knew where you were just from your accent. I went to uni in Bristol, so I'm gonna go one further. I'm gonna get down the M4, and I want to see you in person, and I want to do the show right where you are.
Okay. No, that's all.
That,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that's a birthday gift from Deji Sports. But
That's a
see, yeah,
birthday gift.
Deji Sports said something important that I don't know if you picked up on that or you didn't really want to just go into it. Arsenal, the Arsenal team falling like flies. See, Anthony, I'm sorry, he's a sports fan, but he makes complete sense in that statement.
No,
Yeah,
he does. He does.
it does. Yeah, it's just 6 games into the season. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 games into the season, and we're having major injuries to 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 the big hitters in our team. Martinelli's injured. Trossard injured, not playing a competitive game, but
No,
injured at training. So, what's going on with our training facilities? What's really going on there in our training facilities? What's
exactly.
going on? What's our physios doing? What are our medical staffs doing? Who gave that call for Jurien Timber to come back to the pitch in the second half and play? And Rick's losing that guy for the whole season. What is happening? To these things. I think it raises a very see put all this rivalry aside and everything, man.
Yeah.
He makes complete sense.
No, he
And and
does.
and and again, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan to really get to have a grasp of what he's trying to talk about or what he's trying to
Personally,
refer to. We
personally,
all
Tim,
know it. It's six
I think it's
games.
Arteta.
6 games. Thomas Partey is out.
Yeah.
Martinelli's out. Declan Rice out. Yeah, all these guys. Trossard is out. All these things, yeah, it hits hard in just six
Yeah.
games. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man. He's a Tottenham Hotspur fan, but I'm sorry. I have to agree with him.
I do.
On
I
that
agree
one.
with Deji as well. And I think, to be honest with you, I think it's Arteta. because even if a player is if a player is 85 to 90% fit, you don't play that player. That player's got to be 100% fit to play in a game, especially in a game like a North London derby game or a game against Man United or Man City. But we know how stubborn our manager is, and he will play that player even if he was only 50% fit. And it's facts, it's true. And this is Mikel Arteta. It does it. Have you seen the program All or Nothing? They've done it both on Tottenham. They've done it on Arsenal. I mean, let's take into consideration Mikel Arteta. This is a tactic from Mikel Arteta. The guys were training on the training pitch. He put out at least 4 or 5 speakers. We had Liverpool, and then on these speakers it was that song, "You Never Walk Alone." What happened? He thought it was going to help. We went and played Liverpool. We fucking lost 4-0. What was that all about? So do you know what I mean? I don't understand his philosophy and his way of thinking, Mikel Arteta. I really don't.
Yeah, but again, I think it's even more deeper than Mikel Arteta. I think you have to look at it holistically. The medical staff have to come from the chop too. What are they doing? What are those guys doing?
But Mikel Arteta can override their decision as being a football manager.
Of course, definitely.
Listen to it.
He has a role but again, it's your job as a medical staff or as a chief medical director for Arsenal Football Club to actually say, hey, no, it's wrong for the player to go there unfit. Where are those deliberations? So I don't know. If you tell Mikel Arteta as the chief medical specialist, hey, putting on this player or bandaging this guy up, 2 weeks or 3 weeks before he comes back officially, it's going to put him in a bigger mess. And he says, we don't even have to care about what Mikel Arteta says on this one. Yeah, what about the board? What about Kroenke? Yeah, they too, they have a shout in these things too. So, we should blame all of them, not just only one person. All of them are to blame for this. The medical staff, Mikel Arteta, the Kroenkes, all of them. 100%. All of them. Jez is also in the house, it's in the chart.
Jez, I've seen Jez.
Guys, I have to dash, but Anthony, is it all right to shout out my channel? Because tomorrow night I'm doing a Tottenham. Well, I'm basically doing a top 4 preview. I would have done it with you guys, but you're slightly out of it. So I'm doing a top 4 preview tomorrow night with my boys Roms and Mont, and them guys are getting chopped up tomorrow because Liverpool fans are shaking their bum violently like they're back or something. Somebody needs to put them down and calm them down like I calmed you guys down. So I'll be doing that.
I don't mind you shouting out your channel, but you said top 4, so I'm not being funny.
It's a top 4 preview show.
Yeah, that's fine. So you don't want us in it?
No, what I'm trying to say is the top 4 preview.
We're not top 4. I know what you're saying. Right, if you'd like to give your show a shout out, Deji.
Please, everyone, look, if you want to see.
Thank God for that. Right then, Toon. What did you? I'm joking, Deji. Go on.
Obviously, it's a clash of the Titans this weekend. Top 4 battle between Tottenham, Liverpool. So please catch it on Deji Spurs tomorrow night, 9:30. Yeah. Look, Arsenal fans, I really, really hope you guys do well.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. And how many subscribers are you on, Deji, in your channel?
How many subs? I think I'm on 95.
95.
Hey, get me to 100.
Right, let's try and get Deji to 100. Okay.
Let's try and get Deji to
100.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, I never thought I was gonna get 100. By the way, because I know that people are not interested in what I have to say, but I don't give a damn. But it would be nice to get to 100 subs, and then I can quit and live happily ever after.
It will do. Yeah. I just want to say, big up, Jez. King TV, cheers, mate. And then I have the Dinner 81, candlelit dinner for 2 on the cards, both. Well, I definitely for Tony Claude and Deji, is what having them on the stream is absolutely it's like a match made in heaven. It is one of those. It is enjoyable to watch, and actually being involved with these two as well is fantastic. The only thing I forgot is the popcorn. I just Jesse, cheers, mate. Happy birthday. And then if Deji and Anthony do a show from sunny Haystack, Ridden Bristol, that would be cool.
Of
We'll
course.
try and
I
plan.
will come down on the suspension bridge, or I don't mind going to Avonmouth or Gloucester Road, you name it, or is it White Ladies Road, wherever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Anthony Deji graduated from Bristol.
Yeah.
a man
Yeah, so
from the from the Brizzy,
Yeah.
or yeah. Or
Arteta
what is
is
it?
a good
Is
one.
it Park Street, the one with the hill? I can't even
Yeah,
remember.
Park
When
Street.
the,
So, as you got the main Bristol city centre, Park
yeah,
Street is the one with the hill that it all
yeah,
goes
yeah.
up to.
And the Marriott's at the bottom.
Marriott's at the bottom. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got Bristol Cathedral there as
Yeah,
well.
come on, man. This is my hometown, man. And then Midale. If Tottenham finish above Arsenal this season, I'm not just there for the day. I'm there for the weekend, making up noise. Just know.
see, guys, because me too, I have to shoot too. So,
Sorry,
uh,
sorry, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, sure. See, guys in the chat, you all know, I work closely with Deji Sports. You know, he's my brother. It's my brother. Uh, big ups to you, Deji Sports, man. Thanks for shooting into the channel, man,
Kind of big up.
and
And we
doing
did
things
the minority report here. We actually shifted
here
the minority report to
to
Anthony's
do it
channel.
here.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheers.
So
Thank
big
you.
up.
Seriously, it is a real buzz having both of you on the same
that's
screen.
our happy birthday gift to you, my brother.
Happy
Oh,
birthday, my
cheers.
bro. Happy birthday.
Cheers. Big up, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony. And
Yeah.
see, yeah, thanks, yeah. And I've always been on this channel. Yeah, this was the first show
Yeah.
I came on. Just after this one, Jez brought me to his channel to have a chat with them down there, with other people down there too. So
Yeah.
that's why I hold you guys, in high esteem. This channel, and I also hold Jez's channel, because it was his channel that gave me the second opportunity, to have a show,
Big up,
outside,
big up, Jay. Big up,
outside my own channel, and not side channel was the third. So, big ups
Yeah.
to all of them down there. And guys, you can join me on Tony Cloud Gunner
Yeah.
TV. You know me, Arsenal.
Yeah. Shout out,
Come
Tim.
if you
Shout out
want.
again. Shout
Yeah,
your
sure.
show out again. Shout out again.
Sure, man. If you just want to come talk Arsenal, and a bit of reality, a bit of delusions also down there too.
There's definitely no reality on your channel.
Ooh.
Come and see us. Come and see us talk Arsenal, and
I was going to say he's cooking then, but I think
Yeah.
Tony would have found that a bit of a bloody insult. So no, but no, it's a good show. Tony Called. If anybody hasn't subscribed to it, make sure you subscribe to Tony Called TV. It's a very good show. Also, Jez in the chat as well. The Arsenal history and more. Make sure you.
I need to get on with Jez again, man, because Jez just dropped some gems. I love the Arsenal history and more. I see Jez, he's with Lee. Is it the Gunner guy, Lee Gunner as well?
Lee Gunner, yeah, he's with him.
He's
Yeah,
doing a lot with him. Big up Jez, because
Jez is a good guy.
at least Jez is. I bet Jez was thinking. I reckon Jez was expecting a draw on the weekend as well.
yeah.
I don't think Jez was shaking his bum violently like some of you crows.
Reggie, if you want to be on the stream, do you want to be on the stream with Jez?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. So I'll try and fix that up. We'll come on here. I'll have Tony. I'll have me, Tony, Claude, you, and I'll have Jez on here as well. I'll message Jez if he wants to come on. And we'll talk about Arsenal and a tiny teeny weeny little bit about Tottenham. How's that?
Brilliant. I'll be up for that. Can people just confirm what Jez's prediction last weekend was? Could you just message me? It doesn't matter. And he might be here, he might not be here, but I'm convinced that Jez had the weekend's North London derby as a draw.
I don't know about that, because I know that Jez always wants Arsenal to win.
No, he wants Arsenal to win, but he's
mostly at home. But I'm not sure if he said
I've
anything
never
less than a
seen
win.
Jez shake his bum violently for your club.
No. See, don't get this wrong. Jez loves Arsenal Football Club. He loves the football club. I'm not speaking for him, but I know he loves the club. But the thing there is that if he sees that there are things that are not going well with the club, he would say it. That's just his person. He will be that guy that would say it. But I'm not saying that. I think he predicted that Arsenal was going to win.
I think he said 2-1. If I'm not mistaken,
I think he said, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
could
like
have been, yeah.
It's not like he willingly wants Arsenal
Yeah.
not to win. No, that's not his position. So it's
Did
people
you?
that don't really understand him that would say that
Yeah.
he
Do you
wants
know
Arsenal to win.
do you know with Deji shouting out his show and I actually muted you? Yeah. Guess what? You've actually gained 3 more subs to your channel.
Oh, mate, big up,
Man.
everybody.
Exactly, man.
I really
That's what you get.
appreciate that. Thank you so
That's what
much.
you get. That's what
Yeah.
you get.
Big up.
Tomorrow I'll be having a show with Sam Shafiq, the Premiership London cruise. So that one will be around 6:30 UK time. Then in the evening, the big one starts with Old School Gunner. He'll be coming down to my channel tomorrow also. That will be by 8 p.m. So,
Old school,
guys,
yeah.
Old School Gunner is, he's my guy, good guy. So he'll come and just talk about Arsenal, me and him.
Yeah,
and
I watched this show as well. Old school,
yeah.
the guy from Ireland.
Yeah. He's a great guy. So he'll be on my show tomorrow. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. That's it now. That's the show's done. Finish. And whatever everybody's doing, make sure you have a nice Thursday and a good weekend.
Have a good birthday, mate.
Cheers,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Anthony.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
And come on, you Gunners.
Come on, Gunners.
Oh, I think we're still live, aren't we? I